think it's pretty disappointing, the amount of flags we're going to plant today. It's also disappointing thinking about all the kids that have lost their parents in this. There's just a lot of unnecessary life losses.
It's pretty moving.
The school staff of Iowa lost over 25 teachers and other staff last year. No one spoke of it. It's like it never happened. We still have a lot of very sick people. This is serious. 1 in 5 Iowans have died of COVID. We need to stop passing it throughout the community and start caring for one another and loving one another. Mask up when you're indoors, get your vaccinations.
They started this petition, so by now it has almost 13,000 signatures, and we have a book to deliver that's 397 pages long, filled with signatures and comments from people. We're taking it to Governor Reynolds' office.
I joined the Science for Safe Schools group because I appreciated the grassroots approach that they were taking. It's incredibly sad that we lost many people as we have to a preventable disease, but I feel more for the friends and families that they left behind, the children without guardians, people who won't be at Thanksgiving or Christmas. I feel like it's probably incredibly difficult and challenging to mourn for their lost loved ones at a time like this in our country. And so doing something like this makes me feel like, or makes me hope that it brings them comfort to know that their loved ones aren't forgotten and their grief and loss isn't forgotten either. Or ignored. I feel like freedom comes from being free of disease and having your loved ones be free of disease so that you have the freedom to go to work and to make sure that you're providing for your family so that you can create economic stability for you and your loved ones. So being free of debt and being free of disease and injury, to me, are the true freedoms in life that we're all aspiring to achieve. Putting a piece of cloth over my face seems like a small thing to do to make sure that I'm healthy enough to continue to provide for my son and to make sure that he's healthy enough to go to school and get the education he needs to provide for his future family.
I looked back at last year's and we were only at nationwide 200,000 deaths due to COVID. And people were like, oh my gosh, 200,000 deaths. And now we're at 700,000. The year isn't even over yet. And it's like, this is not slowing down, it's speeding up, and we need to do something about it. And our hospitals are pushed to the max. We're gonna start losing nurses. We already are losing nurses with burnout. And our kids, I think they fail to recognize that kids can be hospitalized for this. And you have to have special equipment, you have to have special people that take care of pediatrics. You can't just move a physician who was taking care of adults and move them into pediatrics. It doesn't work that way.
Today, a flag for every one of them was placed on the State House grounds.
It's amazing to me that there's big disconnect and misinformation that has happened to the point where we cannot protect our communities.
We really feel that leadership has glossed over the amount of Iowans we've lost to this horrible virus and during this entire pandemic. And there really hasn't been any conscious memorial or recognition of these lives lost, and it really made us very sad.